What up, ladies and gentlemen, Chen here, bringing you guys another video. Today is a very special video because this is the 1,000 subscribers special. I know it has been a while. I reached 1,000 subscribers a couple months ago, and I'm not delaying this video because I don't appreciate you guys. It's simply because there's a lot on my plate right now. School is very stressful, and I tried my best to get this out in a timely manner, but at the end of the day, it's still out, so that is all that matters. This is the personal Q&A plus some Vladimir montage gameplay in the background. Before we get started, I just want to really give a huge thank you to everyone. I started YouTube at a very young age, was not necessarily successful, but I did it for fun, and I definitely had fun within content creation. And just having 1,000 subscribers, it's absolutely mind-boggling. Thank you all so much, and road to 2,000. Alright, so I have broken the video into 3 different parts. I have a frequently asked question where I answer some of your frequently asked questions. I have a YouTube related, these are like reasons for starting YouTube, and then I have the other people's questions. So this is where you guys ask me questions and I answer them. I had a lot of questions, but I kinda dimmed it down to what encaptures my YouTube channel, and some people ask multiple questions, so when we get into that, we'll talk about it. Just a quick side note, I did not answer a lot of just random miscellaneous questions. If you have any of that, like what's your favorite movie, this or that, you can definitely ask down in the description below or down in the comments below. I will answer them. Some are kind of off limits, some that are extremely personal, but for the most part I will answer them. Alright, with that being said, guys, let's get right into the video. If you enjoy, make sure to smash the like button, join the Crimson Pack by subscribing to the channel. Let's start off with the frequently asked questions. First question I have is, what is your age? I am currently 17. To tie into this question, my birthday is April 21st, so I will be reaching 18 in a couple months. Next question is, where do you live? I live in Florida. This is one of those questions where I don't want to go too in depth. I don't really want to tell you my city or whatnot, but I do live in Florida. I also plan to move to a different state eventually as I become, a bigger YouTube personality, and I'm definitely going to take you guys with me. So wherever I go, I mean, you guys might even be able to leave suggestions, and I might live there one day, who knows. And the last question I've written for myself is, what ethnicity are you? So this is probably a very common question I get a lot, especially as I grow bigger. A lot of people are going to ask this most likely. So I am Chinese, but I moved to the United States relatively early, and that's why I can actually speak semi-good English. If you watch some of my videos, you know my pronunciation right there. Pronunciations. I don't even know how to say it. Pronunciations is not the greatest, but for the most part, you can probably understand majority of what I say. Moving on to the YouTube related questions. First one I have for myself is, why did you start YouTube? As I mentioned earlier, ever since I was at the age of 10, YouTube was always something that seemed extremely cool to me, like sort of a fantasy. Playing games for a living as a concept was extremely intriguing, and since I really wasn't the best at school, I knew YouTube would definitely be my niche, be my thing, be something that I go into. Like many people say, that I'm sure you already heard, school is very confined and only people with the right criteria succeed in it. I am one of those exceptions. I absolutely cannot deal with school. Hated school ever since I enrolled in it. I'm a horrible test taker, and just overall, school is not for me. So through realizing that very early, I knew playing games would be the only way I could be, successful in life while enjoying. Obviously, I could cram a ton of random knowledge and maybe enter a field of it and make decent money, but I would rather do something I love, so that is why I started YouTube. And second question I have is, what is your goal doing YouTube? Kind of similar with the first question, but my goal is pretty simple. I want to educate, entertain, and have fun while doing what I love most. Playing games was always an escape of reality for me, as my personal life can be, kind of a dark story at times, which I'll talk about in a future question, but playing games acted as a remedy to those dark pasts and allowed me to become who I truly am. Games truly define me as a person. If I can play games while building a strong community who can learn and live life with me, then I definitely will. So that is why I started YouTube. That is my goals while doing YouTube. And that is why I hopefully will never stop doing YouTube. Alright, now we are going to move on to the other people's questions I asked on Discord, and I got a decent amount of answers. Not an insane amount, but decent amount. And some people asked multiple questions, so I'm not gonna say it back to back. I'm just gonna kind of, mix and match. So first question we have is from Owl. She asks, why did you main Vlad? Now, I main Vladimir for a couple of reasons. For starters, I think one of the biggest reason is one of my very good friends, Vonicle. Back in the old days when I was absolutely garbage at this game, I saw his dedication to the game. I saw his love for Vladimir, as he was, I wouldn't say he was like a Vladimir one-trick. He kind of one-tricked a lot of champions, but he was extremely good at Vladimir, and that inspired me to become like him. And I also saw that he was climbing with Vladimir. I guess that's kind of the main reason. I was Heartstuck Silver back in the day, and I was like, whoa, let me try a new champ. So I tried Vladimir, and I definitely enjoyed him. Sleepy asked, what would be your favorite jungle champ to duo with? Personally, if I'm playing Vladimir, I really love champions with setup, some sort of CC, or even Lee Sin, who doesn't have much CC, but a lot of setup, a lot of playmaking potential, just to kind of pair up with Vladimir's main weakness, which is it's very hard for Vladimir to reach onto the enemy. So if the jungler CCs them, you can definitely utilize that. And I also love other junglers as well. Some type of burst junglers are good as well. So like Elise, she has CC, but she's not really known for her cocoon. Her burst is just ridiculous, and you can follow up on that very easily. I'll ask, how did you come up with the name Chen Chen? So honestly, without even like making this a stupid answer, my last name is Chen. I wrote it twice. I thought it looked cool, I didn't really want to share my first name. Not that I really hate my first name, I just don't feel as if it's necessarily a good name. So I was just like, I like my last name, Chen. I was like, okay, let's do that, so that is honestly how I came up with my name. Nana asks, I would like to know about your childhood, anything you'd like to comment. As I said earlier, my past can be kind of a dark story, and to give you the answer to this question, I'm not going to share anything in this video, simply because I think I can make a very long video explaining the hardships I had to face to even be here today. So it's a pretty dark story, and I think you guys would definitely enjoy the wait. It should be coming out maybe in about 1 or 2 more years as I get more following, just so I don't have to like repeat myself. It'll be like a very big deal. Sleepy asks, do you play other games than League? If yes, which ones? Riot Games. Something they do. Honestly, they're such a interesting company, They're not the greatest at designing video games, or balancing video games, I should say, but I play pretty much every single one of their damn games. It's a disease, I swear. I play League of Legends, Valorant, Legends of Runeterra, and TFT, if you want to count that. So now I will say, for the most part, I play League of Legends around 20 times more than the other games they created. Personally, it's not even that I don't enjoy their other games, it's just, as mentioned at the very beginning, my time is very restrained, and I just have to pick and choose exactly what I need to focus on. League of Legends, even if I'm playing for fun, I still have areas to improve, Whereas if I were to play TFT or Valorant, you know, I'm never really going to set into a field, and it's never going to help my content creation. So, Prefix asks, if not Vlad, then which champion would you choose to main? And Sleepy also asks, if Vlad wouldn't exist, what champion would you main? So I'm pairing these two questions together because, I mean, they ask the same thing. If not Vlad, what champ? Now this is a actually really hard question because as the meta change, it's really hard to pinpoint a champion I would main. I will say I used to be a Katarina one trick when I was silver gold, and I got pretty far doing that. I was honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I was pretty good at Katarina. I won't lie. I lost all the skill to her now, but I think the main thing about me previously was my motivation to climb and play and improve. Like, I was just such a nerd with League of Legends. Even when I was hard stuck, I knew so much about the game. That's why right now I have a huge amount of game knowledge. But I would probably say Katarina, but with the meta changing, potentially another champion. Nada asks, are you a spiritual person? This is gonna sound pretty stupid, but honestly, it's hard to say. I'm not very educated in this field. My parents are not very spiritual, but I do pray for specific things to happen, you know. I do believe in luck, so that type of spiritual essence I can believe in, but I don't really dabble into religion a whole lot. Sorry if that doesn't answer your question. I would just kind of say maybe. And last question, I think the most important question that I knew one person was going to ask at least. Dryadwana asked, revealing face when? So you already know this is like such a big question that YouTubers get asked. Personally, to answer your question, I do not plan to reveal my face anytime soon. I don't feel necessarily confident in myself to do that. I'm very, you know, insecure and I don't have a lot of self-confidence. I'm very introverted as well, so all of these factors don't help me in terms of revealing my face. But I will say that it will happen. I don't plan to remain faceless for the rest of my life on the internet. It will happen. It is just a matter of time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the personal Q&A. If you enjoyed the Vladimir montage or the questions, please smash the like button. Remember, you can comment down anything you'd like to know about me. I will try my best to answer majority of those questions. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Chen Chen out.